Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts. I'm live 3 times a week usually. Sunday night at 8 p.m, Tuesday night at 7 p.m, and usually a Thursday, but sometimes lately I've had to miss it. But I do try and catch up. We're going to use rub-on transfers tonight. But just bear with us for 2 seconds. If you are new here and you're watching later on, if you just want to skip forward a couple of minutes to miss this bit, just while I sort everything out so I can see the comments and invite people, let people know I'm live, because technology and me do not mix. I am completely obsessed with crafting. I have been crafting for years and years and years. So yes, come have a chat. We get lots of lovely people in here. And it is basically just absolutely lovely. Well, bear with, I'll be as fast as I can. I'm trying ever so hard to go quick. So, if you are new here, tell us in the comments where you're from and what's your favourite kind of crafting. I love to know. I am here. I'll keep wiggling my fingers, so if anybody comes in and sees, I am just doing the whole sharey thing. Hi Ronald, hi Lorna. Alright, I am coming, I am here. I am just catching up. So tell us about your day and I'll try and catch up after. Oh, I think I'm nearly done. Just a couple more. It's been so warm here again. So warm. Right, I am here. So this is what I've been making, and I would like to know if you would like to know how I did this. It's something I've done in the past. It was a lovely lady called Cheryl who showed me how to do it years ago. I'm thinking about 5 years ago. So we can do this at some point as well over the next couple of weeks, if you would like to. No problem, Lorna. So yes, I can show you how I did these. They are 3D and they're made with real flowers. So it's definitely not a new technique, but a very, very, very effective. Also, I found the silver clock face for the resin clock. So I thought I would show you that as well. Just while we're waiting for people to come in and say hi. And the resin clock, it's lovely. I love it. I do. I love the folk art flowers and things. So it is resin. And I have filled it with not precious gemstones. I have filled it with colourful stones. It's quite heavy. It's really heavy, in fact. But looks so nice with the silver in. So, yes, what do you think? Do you like it? So, what I thought was I was going to work in a journal. But then I thought, you know, why not work on a canvas? So I grabbed some papers and things. I've got some acrylic paints. I've got some stencils. I've got my curly whirly, as you do. I have a box of inspiration next to us with all the bits I've coloured and cut out, the vintagey bits I've got. And then I've got my rub-ons. Rub-ons galore. You can get all these on my website, which is emmashappyplace.co.uk. And obviously we're going to use the fairies because I'm absolutely in love with them. The plant pot with the fairy on is actually outside. I'll pop a picture up as soon as it's finished being varnished. I have to leave them outside to be varnished because and I can't see comments. Somebody send us a comment, see if I can hang on, if I go out and then come back in, maybe so I can. Maybe, anyway, I don't know if it's acting up or not, but if it doesn't start working, then we're going to always come back to it. I think I'm going to go with her. She's nice and big, and I think we're just going to make it look as wonderful as possible. What I decided was I'll do it on a canvas. If the canvas turns out to be absolutely awful, And what we can do is just paint over it again. I do want to show you this, and I want to know how you feel about it. Because I think it's hilarious. But I'm not sure if I like it or not. It is made out of resin. But look at its face. How ugly is that? It doesn't actually look as bad on the screen. But oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So we're going to get started. In the background, we are going to use a range of colours. And all we're going to do is very abstracty flowers. I'm loving the abstract at the minute. So I thought, well, let's stick with that theme. I'm just going to grab some colours. Oh, iridescent pearl. What else have we got in here? So as everybody who is here regularly knows, I have been having a good old clear out. And by clear out, I mean just finding stuff that I forgot I had. And I found a whole load of paints that I didn't forget I had. I just couldn't get to them because I'd buried them. But we're going to play with them tonight. So to start off with, I do have yellow oxide. And this is going to be our base. If I can get the lid off. Oh, I can. The thing is with these lids on the golden colours, they hurt your hands. I mean, to be fair, looking at my hands today hurts. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I'm going to spray some water on here as well, just to get things moving. And then the whole thing is going to get covered in this. I will go around the edges. And I'm not even too fussed about total coverage. This is just a base. And I seen another artist working on a coloured base a while back. And I absolutely love the results with the colour coming through. I haven't gotten as brave to start on like a bright pink base or a lime green base yet. But I'm thinking yellow. I started off with like off-white and I've obviously black. I've done black. But yeah, and we're still working with a hairdryer because I haven't got a heat tool. It couldn't be fixed. Grump tried, but it can't be fixed. In fact, he just said, Emma, why do you keep breaking them? How do you keep breaking them? And what do you do with them? What do you do with them? So we'll try changing the fuse and things, but it's just absolutely gone. That was the royal way. Don't even know how to change it. You're watching from the kitchen, but no problem at all, Stephanie. But I can see comments, which is good. If you wouldn't mind just sharing it to Facebook, anybody who can, the Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts group or wherever you can, that would be fantastic. I just didn't want to keep everybody. Hi, Lainey. I just didn't want to make the intro any longer than it had to be, really. So I'm going to add some blue to the bottom. And this will go like a greeny colour, which is what I'm hoping for. And this is just a background. I'm not looking for anything spectacular. And it will look like a hot mess before it gets any better. If it gets any better, because who knows? Who knows, to be honest? Anything could happen. Right. Again, if you have got headphones in, I said this on Sunday, and I put the hairdryer on, you might end up with the ears blasted off. It's a very loud hairdryer. And we are going to add a little bit green in. What I'm going to do with the green though is absolutely nothing because it's dried up. There's a bit. Like that, I'll put it here. What I'm going to do with the green is I'm kind of just going to do this. And I'm leaving some texture in it. Because like I said, we're going to do abstracty flowers. But I kind of want to build it up on papers and things, like my focal points. So this, again, it's just a background. Oh, just adding that in. I'm wondering if I've got a darker green as well. I should have a darker green somewhere. Here's one. Thank you so much. Hi, Jane. We're working with transfers. I was going to do it in a journal, but I decided that I'll just do it on a canvas because I might love it. And if I do hate it, what I can do is I can easily just paint over it. Start again. So I will dry between layers though. You don't kind of want to layer up too much. Colour on top of each other. Obviously these are blues, greens and yellows. So you would get mud if you started adding in like reds, purples, everything else. I think we could have. So bear with. Bear with. It might end up looking like a hot mess before it gets any better. But this is kind of what I did on the plant pot that I did the fairy on the other day. You know, when I put the transfer on it, the rub-on transfer. So there. I'm going to stop there for now with that. Now I'm going to plug the hairdryer in and switch it on. So again, headphones, brace yourself. I will invest in another heat tool so it's not as loud. Very soon. I haven't turned it up as high this time, so it shouldn't be as annoying. I don't know how to turn, I haven't got all the mod, I wouldn't know how to work it anyway, where I can turn the background sound down. I wouldn't even know where to start, but I have ordered a new microphone, so hopefully that will help with sound. We will see. And this one I will put safe. It's alright, is it, Jane? Does it not blow your ears off? There we are. And then I do have some stencils next to me. Here they are. So we're going to add in some stencils as well. Now I'm looking for ones that could pass for leaves and flowers and things. Obviously flowers can pass for flowers, but this one here. Roses, swirls, more roses. Roses. I love, oh, trees. No, it looks too much like trees. I like trees as well. We're going to go with this one. And I'm going to mix up some of this with maybe a little bit of just a tiny smidge of black. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Can we see where I'm mixing? Yeah. Tiny, tiny smidge of black. So I don't want it to get too dark. But I definitely want it darker. Okay, that hasn't really done a lot. That was maybe a little bit too less. See what else I can add. Possibly a little bit of red. I did see red. There it is. Hi, me. So it's just tiny, weeny little bit. Oh, hi, Maxine. There, that'll do. A little bit of red, just to darken it right down. And what I'm going to do is, I don't want it totally perfect. I'm just giving the illusion of more. So basically, we are going for a hot mess to start off with. Oh, even if it moves, I'm not scared. Not yet anyway. And the thing is, with it being just paint like this, it can always be changed. You can just keep going until you like it. Especially with acrylic paint. Does anybody have a favourite kind of paint that they enjoy using most? I mean, we all know, I say we all know, maybe you don't. I collect watercolours, obsessed with watercolours, love watercolours, but I also love acrylic. I'm just not quite as obsessed. Right, so there's that. I'm thinking I'm going to dry it again, just so we don't end up with mud. And as I said the last time as well, drying in between layers is possibly the best thing you can do to not get mud. And it doesn't take acrylic paint long to dry on the surface. It takes a little bit longer to dry all the way through, but you can work over the top of it pretty much straight away. There we go. So now I'm gonna just shift these out of the way so I don't get them stuck in the paint or whatever, and we're gonna have a few different colours. So is that clogged? I'm guessing it will be. There's some pink. I'm gonna grab some yellow. With these, it shows you the colour on the front, but on these ones, I've mentioned it before, where it's like this one, it tells you if it's opaque or not, and this one isn't. It's transparent, you can see, because you can still see the black lines under. With the excuse me, with the Liquitex ones, it'll tell you on the back, this black dot, it'll say opaque, and this black dot here will tell you if it's opaque or not. And on this one, because they changed it, it's on the front. So this is series 3, and I've covered it with paint, and that is opaque. This one on the back, opaque. That one's opaque. I'm trying to find one that isn't. No, they're all opaque, so it's pointless, but that's where you tell anyway. And that one, oh, there we go. That's translucent. And that is the mix and white. So that is to get your colours lighter. We will add some of that out. You can get opaque whites as well, which obviously go over and cover colours. Oh, that's a lot, Emma. That's probably too much, Emma. Right, so I've got pink, yellow, orange. I'm going to have a little bit of red. And I'm going to put a little bit of blue out as well, and we're just going to mix. See, oil paints, that's something I've never used. I've always fancied it, but yeah, it's starting. I think I'm frightened in case I love them, then I have to have a whole set. But I'm gonna look for something similar to a stencil brush, like an old brush, an old knackered brush. That one's perfect. It's old knackered. I'm gonna start off with some white, and what I want to do is this. Now we probably won't see all of this, but this is going to be flowers. I'm sorry if I'm rattling. The thingy is attached to the table, so when I rattle, I'll try and do it gently. A little bit of red. You can go bigger if you want. It's quite a big piece. If you're doing it on a smaller piece, like A5 or something, just make them smaller. On the plant pot, which I will pop a picture up on, I promise, as soon as the varnish is dry on it. With that one, I went even more abstract. I didn't kind of make any obvious shapes of flowers. I just sort of dotted and dobbed and dotted words. Are they even words? Let's get another one. I'll go for some yellow. And the good thing is most of these colours here won't make mud unless you mix them all together. So you can work quite freely with them. What are we thinking so far? It is going to be nice and colourful. I probably will make it less colourful. Probably do a colour wash over the top of it or something. Because I am sort of going for a vintagey look at the end of this. The bright colours for now, because I like to start out bright, but can always take it down a smidge if need be. Pink. I love this. I think it's magenta. It is medium magenta. I love the colour. The Liquitex one. Sorry, hiccups. So can go back over. Hope nobody falls asleep. Yeah, Michael has got the girls with him, so it's nice and quiet here. Bella has been, she's a horror. Ever so lovely, but an absolute horror. She just needs 24/7 attention. Luna, on the other hand, is quite independent. Like, she's quite happy to sit on her own. A little bit. So I'm going to add in some of this white in places. Just over the top of the flowers that I've got. Just to give it a different colour centre. Oh, there's some yellow going in there as well. Let's go back to this. You want to have some peachy ones going on. So as you can see, I'm not working in this middle bit because that's kind of where I'm aiming for the focal point to go, which will be a fairy. It will, because I just absolutely adore those ribbons. And then I'll just get rid of that, and I'm going to add just some orange into the middle of some. Not all of them, just a few. Probably more the red ones. There's a few orange ones on its own. So we're thinking, uh-oh, hot mess. I am. Thinking, oh, Emma, how are you going to fix it? So I can take it into here just in case I'm not going to have the focal point as big, but I think it'll cover quite a bit, honestly, by the time. But you still have to make it beautiful in case you change your mind. Beautiful. Hopefully beautiful. I'll stick that one in there, and then just stick them all in there in the water. And I'm just going to grab another one. I do have quite a lot of brushes. Going to put a few blue ones in because I do love blue flowers, and there isn't many varieties of them that are blue, and this blue at that. I have seen a couple little blue ones, and I've seen a couple of duo toned flowers, but I do like them. Oh, my peas update is Christopher's eaten them. He's stripped me pea plants. He was just eating the sugar snaps and the pea pods straight off the plant. So I'm hoping that by picking them now, that they're encouraged to grow more. If not, that's it. We've had it. That'll be it. Right, I'm going to dry again, and then we'll add in something. What are we thinking so far? We're thinking, uh-oh, Emma. What are you doing? I don't know what this is going to do. Maybe stop the blow going anywhere. So tomorrow I've got the man coming out to see about the damp flats in the bathroom. So we'll see what happens with that. What's your plans for tomorrow? Anything nice? It's looking fab, do you think? We'll see what happens. I want to be able to draw on this with a marker, but if I can't, if it's not dry enough, it's not the end of the world. We can still see plenty of the foliage in the background, and we can always add more later whilst I'm working on the next bit. We are going to get the inks out as well. What I'm thinking is, because I want to look like wildflowers, I'm thinking we need a smidge of black. I'm getting better at this, putting tiny bits out. This precise moment in time, I'm getting better at it. So I just want a little bit. Because poppies are very dark, aren't they, in the middle? Just little bits. I don't want them all. I'm saying I don't want them all, but there's going to be a lot. I can't stop. If nothing else, it'll add a little bit contrast as well. Oh, do you want to see the other canvas from the Colour Your World on Sunday? It's dry now. Still haven't painted around the edges, but I will. Just gonna... just for a little bit of shadows, I think. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm seeing a little bit, but I'm liking that. I'm liking that, I think. I might add more. Or I might stop and see how I feel about it in a little while. Yeah, I'm liking that. We'll come back to that one as well. Adding in this. And here is the canvas, all dry, all stuck. And you can see the difference in the... I'll turn that way. It's supposed to go that way, but I'll turn it this way so you can see it all. See the difference where I put the glossy and then obviously all the... I like it very much. It still needs to paint the edges. I still need to paint the edges and possibly everything else. But isn't it cool? Something different. And I love the words. I'm definitely going to play with that a bit more. Making own colours and stuff. I'm going to pop this to one side and I'm going to grab some papers and things. I have got a selection of different textured papers beside us. So I've got some handmade paper. I've got some rice paper. I want to move that because I don't want colour on everything, because sometimes I might not want it on there. So I've got this kind of thing, which is like the packing paper, which I thought we can tear down for a layer. So this could be the start. And I'm not looking for a frame, I'm looking to build it up so it looks like it's all built on top. So we're just going to tear and see what we'll come up with. So this is the handmade watercolour paper, which is what I eventually want to put the actual fairy on. So I'm just going to pop that to one side. And I've got this one, which is another colour, which we're going to tear. And we're just going to layer all these up. We're going to add some ink to them, maybe spray them, make them vintage. You won't be able to see it all. It will all be different layers. All of these little bits, if you've got a scrap box or whatever, just pop them in there. But I'm trying not to keep too many things. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is like cloudy paper. So we could have some of that on as well. Maybe. More watercolour. Bella had that one. Actually, no, that's Kermit. That one's Kermit, look. I've got a whole collection of them. They must have been in the sitting room at some point. I thought it was a Bella mark, teeth mark, but it's Kermit the parrot, because he's delightful. So we've got these ones, and we can always tear them down more if we want to. And this is what we're going to put the fairy on. So I just want to keep that to one side for now. I'm going to grab some inks. So I've got Ground Espresso, Tea Dye and Seedless Preserve. That one, because it's my absolute favourite. And I need to add in everything. I think I'm going to put that one back. And I found these when I was having a clean out. And I'm not entirely sure. I mean, they're like a foam, like a hard foam. I've used them in the past, obviously, but I don't know how they are blending in. So we're going to find that out as well. So I'm thinking on this one, I'm going to go Seedless Preserve. And if it curls the edges up, that's absolutely fine. We might go back over with the coffee as well, just to knock it back a little bit so it's not as bright. As much as I love this colour, it's not. I'm kind of looking for more muted so that it matches the fairy, because the fairy is quite vintagey colours. Oh. In fact, I'll go straight over with it because I've kind of got in my head what I'm looking for. But we'll see if we get there. Has anybody tried their Colour Your World yet? So all of this paper tearing, the splodging of paint, give it a go. Do it on a bit of paper to start off with. Add whatever focal point you want onto the front. A bouquet of flowers if you wanted to, or just a simple poppy image. If you've got the Colour Create kits, the flowers for everybody, I think there's a poppy in there. Oh, I am just gonna not totally pull it in, but just blend it in a little bit further, because I'm not sure how much of it you're going to see. But again, the different textures and things, I don't want to change it too much. And this one will just go around the edge because it's already like a latte coloured. Has anybody seen our Maureen? I'll have to message her, check she's alright. I haven't heard from her for a little while. Has anybody else heard from Maureen? Is she okay? I do need to be better at messages. I just forget. I turn around and it's bedtime. So this one, I'm thinking, let's do this. Why not? Why not? I think I might have go as far as May. That's good. That's May, June, July. You're nearly there. That's really good. There's definitely no pressure with it. I mean, you can catch up on this year, next year if you want to, and just play as much as you like or as little as you like. It's definitely not meant to be pressurized. There's no time crunch on it, and the videos will be on forever and ever and ever. I will not remove them unless YouTube does, but I definitely won't. So I'm thinking building up like this. Do you know what? I may put the fairy on there. Let's have a look. So I do have the 3 fairies, and I was kind of thinking this one, but the purple in it doesn't really match the Seedless Preserve, but it's too big. So what about this one? And we'll cut it down to fit in. It's got the purple in. What do you think? Oh, yes, please, Jane, do. What are we thinking? I could cut this one down. That one would actually look a lot better than all of them. But I just don't, I think it may, should we go for that one? No, it's not right. That's not what I'm looking for. I wanted that one. Should we go for this one? It's got the purple in, it's got the blue. I'm asking you questions and then I'm answering them myself. That's an annoying trait of mine. Let's see. I know I said I wanted it on the watercolour card, but because we're layering it up, let's bring this canvas back in a minute. This is going to be the best bit. See how it fits onto here. Do we need that on first and then the fairy onto there? Let's have a look. I'll wait for the camera to catch up so I can see it. Let us know what you think. Because all of this won't be that bright. We are going to dull it back. I just need it to dry off a little bit more. And obviously I need to ink around the edge of this as well. Can't decide. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. If it's awful at the end, it really doesn't matter. It's all about having fun. And to be honest, I don't think it will be awful. Because this image here is absolutely lovely. Actually, let's get rid of the waterline. So you can absolutely trim these back wherever you want to. Break them up. You do not need to use them as they are if you do not want to. But do keep all your bits because they will come in handy for so much. Thing is with these, they can be quite see-through. And to be honest, I don't know. I always worry that they are going to be able to see through, and I honestly don't think you can. But what I'll do is I'll do a little tester on here on a colour, and we'll see. See, it's got this little bit of tester here, and we'll try it on a colour onto the back of here, and we'll see. All you need is a lolly stick or something to rub it with. Do I have a lolly stick? I should have a lolly stick. I bought like a gazillion of the things. But I tidied up my desk today because I put the light up on the top of the desk so that we could all see better, because every time I was hitting the light, I was terrified in case I was going to break it. And it's a big ring light, it's a big ring light. Oh, we'll use this. Don't want to stick anything on there. So you can tell when they're rubbed on because it just lifts off like that and it stays. Oh no, they are opaque. Okay. So it won't show through this. I'm going to stick with this because it's the perfect size, and then we can layer it up. And I do have other things to layer as well. And I just think if we pop her there, it's like she's already in a frame. I'm being lazy, basically. Very lazy. Where's my lolly stick at? There it is. Or a lolly stick or some sort of utensil with a rounded edge is a little bit easier. Oh. And they come off so easy. I mean, I did it on Sunday on a texture. So, and you can just rub and lift at the same time. Like I say, it works so well on a smooth area, but they'll go onto furniture, they'll go onto fabric. I can't for definite say that what stay on like on wash fabric, but for home deco and things, they work an absolute treat. If you varnish them onto wood, things like that, they are matte, they are gorgeous. Look, I love them so much. I just do. Right, so I want some foam, and I did see some before, so I'm going to grab that. And I've got the foam on the website now. I'm getting all these things on that we need. So I've got foam, I've got gems, I've got rub-ons, I've got the paper kits, I've got so many of the pet stickers because they're just absolutely awesome. Yeah. So that is going to go onto there. Hi, Kim. Hi, Stephanie. Were you cooking tea? And then again, I'm going to add foam onto the back of this one because with it being on a canvas, we can't go quite 3D with it. Unless you, well, you're saying that if you're posting a canvas, you'll still have to send it a large letter, so you may as well go for it. On a card, just don't build it up as much if you're doing the same, because everything I do can be done on a canvas. It can be done into a journal, absolutely everywhere. I don't do anything that can't be done onto something else. Where there's a will, there's a way. Like I say, we're going to do on Thursday, similar to what I did on Sunday, the canvas I've just showed you with the love on. We're going to do that, but more paper crafty, so less mixed media. So people who don't like getting messy with the acrylics and things like that, haven't got UV resin, but would like to do it, I am going to hunt out my super thick glue that dries 3D. In fact, the Cosmic Shimmer glue dries 3D. I do know that much. It's an acrylic based glue, but Creative Expressions are no longer there. So I'll have a look and see what I've got, because even the glossy accents, we could do it with that. I'll do it in advance, but I will show you how, because it needs to dry first to be able to paint it. Yeah, I like this texture. Right, so just before we add this on, I am going to grab, excuse the rattling, some of this in the white, because I forgot to finish a sentence there. There we go. Oh, sorry. So we will add this on, and I love that you can cut it wonky and just have like little bits peeping out. So that is going to go onto there. Onto the back of here, I'm going to add more foam, and all this is brown paper that you wrap parcels and things in. Oh no, Kim, I hope you're feeling better, lovely. Honestly, it's just never ending for you lately, isn't it? I'm sending you lots of hugs, that's for sure. And to you, Stephanie. Is everybody having early nights? So you see how the Cosmic Shimmer glue stays quite 3D? And this giant pin lives in here now because I lost the lid. Well, I cut it down too much and I can't get the lid in. Truth be told, I have added the wet glue to this so that, there we go, so that it sticks this fabric bit to it as well. It'll just take a few seconds, and we can just cut the corners off so it doesn't look too uniform. And then we're going to come back to the canvas, which I've lost. I'm just going to pop that there. We can always add more to it, more layers and things if need be. And what I'm going to do is, because this is very, very bright, I'll show you. Oh, everything everywhere. Got paint on everything. I'll show. Right. So now we've got this, which is going to sit onto there. This background is very, very bright. I still want it quite vibrant, but not so it's not making her stand out. I want her to be the actual focal point, which is why I've built her up so much and put the layers on. So what I'm going to do is, I've got this colour, which is Quinacridone Nickel Anso Gold. It's very much like, oh, I hate these bottles so much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit out. I don't actually think you can get this one anymore from Golden. I do have a box somewhere with even more like the golden colours and things in, because I absolutely love them. I'm going to give it a good spray. This is a very rusty brown, like yellowy browny colour. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add even more water. I want it really watered down. And this might be the first of a couple of colours that go on. Even more water. because there is I am using heavy body paints. So what I'm going to do is straight over, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep spraying it so it stays wet. And I'm just going to take this and wipe it back. Now it has muted it down a little bit, and some of it still wasn't dry underneath because I've smudged it there, but that's fine. The middle bit's fine because we're going to cover it. Is that an Emma Hay? It is an Emma Hay. Honestly, they get everywhere. I'll just push that to one side. And that is taking that back a little bit, but I'm thinking it still needs to go back more. So I'm going to find a brown. Just going to get that up so it doesn't mix in and we don't get too orangey. Bella got me roll of blue stuff. Like I say, she's being wild. I tell you what's going around here, tummy bugs. So many people seem to have tummy bugs local. Nearly everybody I speak to has had one, to be honest, or knows somebody who's had one. Also coughs. I've heard a lot about coughs. Right, so I need a brown. A brown. There, this one. So it's called Cocoa. And I'm going to pop the water down first. And then, because this one is a glossy one, and you don't need much at all because it's very glossy. I'm just going to mix it in. I think that'll be better because I put the yellow in the background, didn't I? So I possibly shouldn't have put it on first. But we'll live, we'll learn. I can always add the colour back in if need be. And I'm going to take blue roll again. Oh, do you know what? I hope I don't get it. Honestly, I used to, when I was a kid, if we got a tummy bug, my mum would literally follow us round with a bottle of Dettol. No word of a lie. Everything we touched ended up getting sprayed. She's never been a cuddly mum. Like, she wouldn't sit and give us a cuddle or anything like that. I mean, she would, but if we were poorly, because I just don't think she likes being poorly. I don't think the woman's ever been poorly in her life, apart from once. And she used to follow us around with Dettol, and she would spray door handles and everything. So I'm using the ground espresso, and I want it to kind of look like an old oily painting type. We're going to go black. It's not going dark enough for us. I need something else. So I've got StazOn black. Let's see what that does. It's just not. That's better. I just want it to frame it more without it looking so bright. Oh, it smells. I love that so much. There. That's better. Let's move that before I tip my water over. Have I ever done that on camera? Tip me water over yet? Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I have got this here ready to go on. Now, it does all come into her now, especially she's quite light around here. So what I'm thinking is just to take it back a little bit, I'm going to grab a water brush. I mean, if you're doing it at home, it takes so much more care than what I'm doing. I don't want to ball the socks off everybody, so just around here, a little bit of shadow again. And it's quite easy because the rub-on will absolutely repel the water back. Using it quite weak, we can always add more if need be, and always pull it out as well, fill in any spots. and then just grab blue roll again, or whatever you use, tissues, whatever. I use the blue roll because it's cheap, cheerful, and I go through so much of it when I'm doing resin and things like that, because I don't want to keep anything like rewashing or anything for the birds and the dogs. And as you know, I mean, I lock myself away anyway when I'm busy with resin because of them. And because I use quite a bit of resin, I've got a respirator, like a gas mask type thing, and it frightens the life out of Luna, bless her. Honestly, she runs. As soon as she sees us pick it up, she runs and she hides upstairs on my bed. Bless her little heart. Not that they come anywhere near us when I'm busy with resin, because it's not nice to breathe in. And of course we've got the birds, so I don't think Christopher would ever forgive us if anything happened because of my craft obsession. Right, let's see what else we've got. Oh, I'm pleased with him. I know I keep saying it, and I don't want you to get bored. And I know you all reassure us so much, but I still don't want you to get bored. Oh, all of these are on the website again. All the like die cut houses. They're so cute. Anyway, so what I'm thinking is I've got book pages. I've got the likes of this. And I'm not too fussed about keeping it. So all these are on the website. All these are self-adhesive as well, which makes it perfect. But this is my box of inspiration where I've got vintage things. I've got things out of the Colour Create kits. I've just got so much stuff and I love it. Every time this box comes out, it just makes us happy. I mean, all of this is from the Colour Create kit. So we could have used these flowers in the background, but I just thought, let's paint in case people haven't got them. We'll see. These would have been perfect. These are in Flowers for Everybody as well. In fact, we'll take it out and we'll see. I looked all over for them. The water ripple effect, I was going to try them in resin. I'm going to take that one out of there before I forget it, so it's in front of us. Got another one of them. I'll grab that. And let's see if we've got plenty here, because I just want to tuck them in places and just have a bit more, don't move, a bit more interest going on. So where is my ground espresso gone? There it is. I threw it over there, didn't I? So this one here, they just tear really, really easy. And because we've got all these layers, we can just tear them and tuck them in. Again, they're self-adhesive. They are so easy to use. Right, I see we can just tuck. And they might peep out a little bit. It's absolutely fine. They will just stick down. If they curl, even better. I could have added these as we went, but I kind of forgot that's what I wanted to do. Good like that. I want to have that one there. And I'll put that back down with the glue. And I've got these. This one isn't self-adhesive, but a little bit of glue will sort that out. This is one of the papers. I don't know if there's any of them on. There might be. That one there. And of course we've got some of the Seedless Preserve-ish colour, so it matches in quite well. We'll have that one there. That's already sticking. I haven't even put anything on it. This green one. Ink around the edges first, Emma. I like to ink around the edges of pretty much everything. If I don't, then I always kick myself after. I want that word. This is journal. So I'll put that there. So you can still see it. You can't see much of it. Oh my gosh, I'm missing so much chat. What is going on? Oh, there. An alien. Yeah, I think that's maybe what it is, Jane, with the respirator on. It's pink, though. It is pink. I'll show you it next. I'll try and remember to bring it out on Thursday and show you it. I'm sorry, I'm catching up. I love watching this, but all reasons. That I am so pleased. Better than a doctor. I wouldn't go that far. I can't make those kind of claims, but I'm going to take it. Right, so I'm going to glue this on because it is sticking already. So, but I'm only going to glue this because I'm kind of hoping that it will all sort of peel up around the edges. Let's have that on there. I can always go darker in the background if need be, or even lighter. And even behind her, I'm thinking she needs something else. It's just a little bit too plain. So, maybe I should have done this first, but we're going to give it a go and see how it works. I've got some of, hang on, I'm grabbing them, these, and they are rub-ons, but they're like the wildflower type. We'll just stick with that one because everything I touch I'm going to make fall over. The other wildflower type things. It's like I'm speaking in riddles, isn't it? Riddle me this, riddle me that. So now these are going to be hard to get on because it is quite lifted up. It won't go on the canvas, but with the canvas having the hole in the back, I would put a book on top of it just so you've got a hard surface to rub onto. Trying to think of all these little helpful or unhelpful tips. Oh, let's have that. It looks like a thistle. I don't think it is a thistle, but it looks like one. Do you know what? I absolutely love thistles. There is a plant called a big blue, and it's a type of thistle, and it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. But my God, it is so spiky. Let's just have... Now, the good thing is about the rub-ons, you know what I was saying the other day, how they seem to have gone from where you need to be muscles on muscles to get them off to they're almost too easy to come off now, which can be a disadvantage in some ways, but also when it comes to this, it can be a major advantage. I've lost my lolly stick. So, let's try with a nail. So see what I mean? Once upon a time, you literally had to... There we go. Almost perfect. I mean, me and Donna were talking about it one day, and it was just so ridiculous. Like, how many muscles you had to have just to get your rub-ons on at one point when they first came out. But now they're spectacular. And just having it that little bit easier helps so much. I'm going to have that one coming out from there. It would be easier just with my lolly stick though. I wonder if I use this. So even if they're not perfect when they go on, they all look wonderful. And sometimes the more imperfect, the better they are. And you can layer them as well. You can put rub-ons over rub-ons. Can anybody tell I'm a big advocate for the rub-ons? Passion flowers. Oh, Jane, aren't they lovely? The only problem is with the passion flower, check me out. Can you tell I've been learning about flowers? They flower for literally 24 hours and then they vanish off the face of the earth. Yeah, I'm happy with that now-ish. I do have a faint, it's going to be faint because I'm going to use a faint colour. I've got text, a little text stamp somewhere, like scribbly writing. If I haven't got that, we will use this one. So it's this one here with the little dots and things. I'm just going to use the tea dye. I just feel, yeah, that's better. Like it just needs something else. That's better. That's a bit more me, isn't it? No space left uncovered. I like that. Kind of wishing I did something else with the background though. I might change that. I might add something to it. I might stick in some book pages just at random. I will need to find them. Don't know where I would put book pages so they were on hand. Anyway, It'll be a surprise, and I will update you on Thursday. If I do anything major to it, I'll put it on a camera. But I'm thinking, I like this texture darker. I maybe should have went more muted colours in the first place. Cool. The thing is with mixed media art as well, it's never ever totally finished, which is the thing I love about it as well. You can just keep going and going, and it never has to be done. I may add more flowers coming up. Oh, hold on. I have. We might break out the clay, but I do have some little foam mushrooms. I wonder if I can get, no, because it's quite pretty, isn't it? No, scrap the foam mushrooms, abandon ship. I'm going to think on it. If I do anything major to it, I will make a video on it so you can see what I do. But I think all I'm going to do is possibly get some book pages, possibly find a flower book and add, oh, actually, yeah, I'm going to stop because I don't know what else I want to do with it, and I don't want to change it. If I walk away from it and come back, I might think, oh, I love it. I might think, oh, I hate it. But either way, all is not lost, and it can easily be fixed. I could easily peel this off, use her again, and scrap the rest if I wanted to. Redo the actual canvas itself. That all is not lost, and I've had a lovely time, so it's not been a waste of time. I wonder if I pop some of this in places in the layers. Possibly, yes. What am I thinking? I need a picture of them. The passion flowers. Do yours last longer than a day? I need a picture of them all. I do love a passion flower though. With the, I do love them so much. But I'm a bit of useless gardener. I've managed peas. I've managed a sunflower. The succulents are just crazy. I've got so many of them. So many of them. But yeah, I definitely need pictures. Anyway, I am going to stop there. I probably will add some book pages into the background. And maybe some sort of text. I want it to be a scribbly text as well. So yes, I will stop. I will let you know anything that I do. I will absolutely 100% do a video if I'm going to change it majorly. But I think all I'm going to do is add some text in the background, maybe some flowers, and see that very light tea dye, just adding the little flashes. But do go check out the website if you would like any of the rub-ons, peel-offs. My life, that was a long time ago. And I will see you on Thursday. Thank you so much. Again, background not loving. I loved it for something different maybe. Wasn't quite how it went in my head. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We can always fix it. Have a lovely, lovely Thursday evening. And I will see you all. Have a lovely, lovely Tuesday evening. I will see you all on Thursday. Dear me, words. Bye for now. Thank you for keeping us company. Bye.